Yo, fight pack. Now, this fight right here, fight of the week for me. This fight right here is flying under the radar. I don't think a lot of people outside the UK are looking forward to this, but I'll tell you right now, pay attention to this fight. This is a tough fight for the champion, Josh Warrington. Josh Warrington, 28-0, 6 stoppages. Don't be fooled by that. I'll explain that in a second. And we got Abdul Bari Awad, a.k.a. Kid Galahad, challenging. He's 26-0, 15 stoppages. Now, in this fight, there's going to be some interesting stuff because a lot of people think Josh Warrington's going to blow him out the water like he did with Frampton and Selby. But really, I don't know. When I hear people talk about these fights, I don't know how much they actually went and watched the fight. When you look at a Selby fight, there were moments Selby was doing good. When you look at the Frampton fight, there was moments Frampton was doing good. Now, my pick for this fight, I know it's going to sound crazy, but I'm going with Kid Galahad. Yeah, I'm going with Kid Galahad. And I wouldn't rule out the stoppage. I know this might sound crazy. Come back, hit me up in the comments, say I'm crazy, say I'm delusional, say all of that stuff. Go for it. Now, the reason I'm saying this is now, look, when you look at, let's compare games. Warrington's strengths, work rate, stamina, he's strong, he's got a decent jab, hooks and combinations very well. So, yeah, it looks dangerous on paper, of course. So when you look at the times where he overwhelmed Selby, he overwhelmed Frampton, especially in the early rounds, you think, whoa, that right there, a real world champion. And he fight exciting too. I ain't gonna lie. His fights are quite exciting. Now, when people don't like to talk about was Selby, that fight was a split decision. Cool, in his hometown. I'm not saying, I feel like he won, but I could see Selby wilting in that fight. Same with Frampton. Frampton, he came out, you put the gas on Frampton, but once they settled down, you could see moments where Frampton was outthinking him, outmaneuvering him, and Warrington doesn't seem like he's either the most comfortable with playing the chess game, or he might just be recharging his batteries for another burst to go at it. A fight where people should pay attention to is the Kiko Martinez versus Warrington fight. I know a lot of people look at Kiko Martinez like he's just a contender. I think he's a former world champion, and he's not really the best out there. However, he gave Warrington a tough fight. He's pushing Warrington back. And one thing I noticed with Warrington, if he's not the aggressor, he's not as effective as when he is the one leading the pack. Another weakness is the high guard allows for space for the body shots. Body shots is his worst nightmare because he's a high tempo fighter. He needs that gas tank. If that gas tank starts getting depleted, it's going to start taking away from his main strength. And I think that might be the game plan with Ingle and Kid Galahad. Kid Galahad, on the other hand, people don't like, he is a slick fighter, but he's more of a front forward counter puncher, if you know what I mean, where he would give you that mental pressure, stay in front of your face, kind of not telegraph his jab, throw at a lazy pace, but it's the dominant hand, the backhand, where he kind of puts a bit of oomph on it. And he's kind of he varies his attacks very well. He likes to go to the body with a straight right. When you're not giving him nothing to the head, he'll take what he can get. But it's a consistent stalking, pressure where it makes you think kind of. So, and he seems very comfortable at that pace. This fight is about paces. If you notice Kid Galahad's fight, he comes out, runs straight to the center of the ring. He wants to be on the front foot. He wants to hit you to the body. He wants to pick his shots. And he usually does get his fighters guessing. He keeps them guessing, if you know what I mean. Now, can he do this to Warrington? That's the issue. I don't think he can do it to Warrington for the whole fight, but I believe he understands the first couple rounds, Warrington's going to come out like a bat out of hell. And in those moments, he knows he has to counter the body, angle off very well, because that's what his strengths are. His angles, his footwork, his shot selection, and his switch hitting. Now, he's a very dirty guy on the inside. He likes to put his forearm in there, his head in there, he's not gonna let you bully him, and that is an advantage in this fight, because if Warrington comes out, you gotta be a bit dirty sometimes. Now, I see him picking his shots. I think he's going for the attack of the body. He's gonna angle off every time Warrington tries to bring the pressure to him. He's gonna switch and keep hitting the body, and then I believe, I don't know why, I see him getting a late stoppage similar to the Jazza Dickens fight. Like, he did the same thing, got him tired, and in the last couple rounds, he, like, one of those lefts that was going to the body went on his chin. Like, and I think Jazza Dickens was throwing a lead left hook at the same time for the British title quite a few years back, and he hit him right on the chin, folded him over. Brilliant performance. Jazza Dickens was a top-rate amateur, and he beat out with him like he was another one of the guys on his list. That is the best guy on his resume, I ain't gonna lie, and that was quite a few years ago. But since his ban, I don't think too much people have wanted to get in there with him, you know? So, I'm talking like him now. I'm saying, damn. Alright, I've been watching too much Kid Galahad videos, yeah. I'm gonna go with the switch hitter, man. I like the fireworks. I like the special effects. He might get smoked, but that 11-1 for you guys that do gamble is not painting the full picture, if you know what I mean. I got Kid Galahad to win this fight against Josh Warrington and become the new IBF champion against all the odds. I know his fight is not his promoter, it's not his ring, it's not his stadium, it's not like nothing. It's his. It's not even on his network. He is literally getting treated as if he's a outsider, and rightly so, because that's what they do to each other as promoters. Now, I got Kid Galahad, like I said. Kid Galahad and the new IBF champ. Like, subscribe, share with the fight pack. And if you think I'm talking smoke, rubbish, all of that, let me know in the comment sections. Put your picks in the comment section. Join the fight pack. Come on, guys. We've got one more video out for the weekend.